Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel, and I would like you to review my first Russian tank review. It isn't a 1OP, it's the Kv5. Kv5, one of the strangest and not really solid tank, but is one of the strangest tank. You will see why. Apart from the hit points, very strange. It has two guns. The one that pans really low but has a very high damage per minute. And with standard rounds you pan like this gun with normal rounds. So with this gun you have really great DPM. With this gun you have really bad DPM. So it's up to you the choice of the guns. Honestly, I'd prefer to use this one gun because 167 millimeters of penetration, 175 at T rate is quite garbage. You cannot penetrate shells with that gun. With this gun you can actually penetrate shells. This is the lowest penetration gun. This is surpass more things. The damage isn't so great, the velocity, yeah, the caliber. The main dispersion isn't great. The mobility for this tank is very great of with this size. But the greatest thing of the Kv5, guys, is the trollish armor. For tier 8 and tier 9s, penetrate this tank isn't a problem, even if you can make some tricks to bounce their shells like nothing. But for tier 7s and tier 6s, for tier 7s, this tank is an absolute nightmare because look how the armor is. You can actually angle the side like this and a tier 6, tier 7 can't penetrate you even if you expose your side turret armor. This tank has a very great armor on the side, 150. You can actually make some tricks like this and trying to not let the enemies penetrate your turret or your cupolas. But the best thing to play this tank is rear side scraping. Why rear side scraping? First of all, it has a rear mounted turret, a frontal mounted turret. Second of all, this hull is very solid. Look how can I angle the tank? Like, I don't know, maybe like this you can actually bounce shells from your side armor. And the very problem with this tank is probably the turret, but it has very great armor to be this for this tier. I suggest you to buy a Kv5. No, but I wanted to let you show a replay of the Kv5. One of the most controversial tank ever made on World of Tanks. This tank brings high HP pool, high armor. On the paper, on not the paper, this armor is quite garbage because of the frontal weak points. A meme from I just asked you what in 2077 makes someone criminal, and no one responded because all serious players. Look how fast this tank can travel. Remember that this tank weighs 100 tons. 100 tons for go like 40 kilometers per hour. I wanted to push straight the heavies, but I preferred to snipe all the others. Look in this good shell in his armor, and he bounced me because the Kv5 has a very trollish armor, but he penetrated me like nothing. So if it's well used, okay, it's a good armor. If it's badly used, not so great. Look how I tried to make rear scraping for that T-54, but the T-54 doesn't calculate me. So I prefer to shoot this Kv4 here, a shell right in this turret, and I back up and pull another shell in the Kv4. Again, he penetrate me because this armor tank is very strange and quite absent in some ways. In other ways, is super strong. And I cap the base A. Another shell in the Centurion. Probably this battle with the other gun could perform better because of its DPM. But you cannot actually decide which tank you can fight. You will basically fight no, you will fight every single tank, and I prefer to have penetration instead of DPM. Depends how much DPM you have on the other gun, of course. If it was like 3k or a super huge DPM, I'd probably choose the other gun. But this tank has so much greater penetration respect the others, so I prefer this one. As you see, now we are winning this battle here. I don't know how the others play the battle. A shell into the... Look even how strange this tank looks. Very strange. I tried a look ramming damage of this tank. Look ramming damage. 600 of ramming damage with 100 tons tank. A bounce on the T92 E1. And look at it, how damn idiot the T26 E5 is to block his highlight, or the T92 to ram his highlight. But it cost 300 hit points for the T92 and basically the kill of the T26 E5. He managed to put a shell in me, but I kill him, so I don't care. As you saw, easy 4k damage, mastery badge with the Kv5, and a very nice battle with this very strange tank. I suggest you to buy the Kv5. No. First of all, Kv5 has a very low penetration. Second of all, Kv5 has a very situational armor. So you have to use your armor only against lower tanks that cannot penetrate you, or against, or trying to do rear scraping, or trying to move your hull to bounce some shells right there. And that is probably what you can do. But if you fight a tank with 230 millimeters of penetration like the level will pen you every day long. It's not like the VK168 that tank actually bounces shells with his great armor. So I do not suggest you buy Kv5. Kv5 is a troll tank, it's a meme tank, okay. If you want to buy it for meme, okay. But for being competitive, no. It's a very bad tank in my opinion. It is troll. Some ways you can find this tank very funny, but in all other ways, when you're fighting against tier 8, it could be very frustrating, this tank. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, put a like. If you don't, put a dislike. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.